Puff Daddy sends you this VHS birthday invitation.
Cordially invited to celebrate the birth of Sean Puffy Combs.
Puffy. P. Diddy.
P. Diddy?
P. Diddy?
I thought his name was Puff Daddy.
Puff.
P.D.
P. Daddy. Diddy. Puffy Daddy. P. Diddy.
You are cordially invited to celebrate the birth of P. Diddy.
Sean P. Diddy. Puff. Pastry Combs.
Puff the Magic Dragon. Puff Daddy.
Puffy.
I call Puffy Sean John.
Got a lot of names, huh? Get some more names.
H.R. Puff and stuff.
Sean P. Puff. Puffy Combs.
Bad boy.
You was on birthday boy this night.
Sean John. Puffy Combs. Sean Puffy Combs.
Yo, Puff Daddy Combs.
My man, Puffy.
Big boy.
The legendary Puff Daddy. P. Diddy. Yes. Puff Daddy.
Cheese Puff.
That's the one you need to use.
Puff Daddy.
Hey, how you guys? How you doing? On November 4th, you are cordially invited to the birth of Puff Daddy. Yay!
Alright, guys, I'm back with the most requested video on this channel. A new Netflix documentary has just dropped, and what it reveals is deeply disturbing. It exposes how people as young as 13 were allegedly tricked into attending Diddy's secret parties, believing they were getting a chance to break into the music industry. The documentary, produced by 50 Cent, uncovers a system involving managers, recruiters, and even the media that helped protect these parties for years. Featuring unseen footage filmed just days before Diddy's arrest, it connects the dots between past allegations, secret celebrity gatherings dating back to the 1990s, and the lawsuits he's facing today. This video breaks down exactly how it all happened.
Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
Yes.
And what was it like?
A Diddy party?
Is it like what they have in the media or
off the hook?
Off the hook?
And whenever they went into the quote-unquote alleged other section,
yeah.
I was never there.
You were gone.
That's like, I think in general, getting away from Diddy, and God bless him and whatever else he's dealing with. I don't beat people while they're down. That's just not who I am character-wise. No one can erase his legacy. Bad Boy Records and Faith Evans and Biggie and Craig Mack and 112 and Total and, I mean, mogul. I mean, I don't know what all that other is going on, or allegedly, but man, legacy is legacy, man. You know, surviving Neverland, did that stop you from listening to Michael Jackson after the documentary came out? I don't know.
Think about it from a young person's point of view. You're 15 or 16, dreaming of becoming a singer or model, and you see your favorite celebrities on TV praising these parties. It feels like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The documentary explains how this created intense FOMO, fear of missing out, making kids believe that if they didn't go, they'd lose their big break. Even famous celebrities felt this pressure, including Tyrese, who talked about attending one of Diddy's parties.
I did go to a Diddy party before I got sober.
Okay.
I was, in that time, early 2000s, Miami, pre-social media, just raging, put it that way. And I was with a friend of mine, and I don't know how or why we were at this hotel and why we got this room, but we were like passing out in our clothes from the club, and we get a knock on the door, and it's like 4 a.m. And we open the door, and there's this huge guy, and he's like, hey, do you guys want to come to a party? And we were like, yeah. We get ready really quick, and we go down, and there's a Rolls Royce waiting outside of the hotel. We're like, great. And we go to this party on Star Island, and it was Diddy's house. I'm so naive. I'm so young and dumb. Like, what could go wrong? What could this guy be thinking?
He said the party was off the hook, but made it clear that when things got weird, when people went to what he called the other section, he wasn't there. He left early. That alone says a lot. Even grown adults felt the need to distance themselves because everyone knew something wasn't right. The documentary shows that this temptation didn't disappear over time. Young people still believed these parties could change their lives, and for many, they did, just not in the way they hoped. Things get even darker when the film reveals that Diddy allegedly used recruiters who targeted young, struggling women in clubs and hotels. One model's story is especially disturbing and hard to hear.
Coming to the after party tonight?
party alone?
One model shared how she was in Miami with a friend when a stranger knocked on their hotel door at 4 a.m. and invited them to a party. Young, tired, and still drunk, they said yes. Moments later, a Rolls-Royce was waiting outside, taking them to a mansion on Star Island, Diddy's house. Looking back, she admits the red flags were obvious: the late-night invite, the mystery man, and the luxury meant to impress them. But at the time, she felt chosen and special. That's how it worked. The documentary explains that this system didn't stop there. Industry insiders, including managers, allegedly helped deliver young talent to these parties in exchange for money and access, betraying the very people they were supposed to protect.
Let me ask you a question. If you can recall, what was the worst thing or the most off-color thing that you saw happen at any one of these events?
Okay. So, now when it comes to his events, the most off-color thing I saw was, one second he's in a suit, next second he's in a towel, and he's holding hands with two Eastern European gentlemen. And
when you say he, that's Diddy. You mean Diddy? Okay.
Yeah, and he's holding hands with these little vampire-looking guys, like they're out the movie Twilight. And I knew, I said, all right, now I know what this is. I see what's going on here,
I'm not saying anything happened in that moment, but the footage is uncomfortable, and it was filmed in public. Imagine what went on behind closed doors. The real issue is the power imbalance. Young artists depended entirely on their managers, who controlled their careers. Saying no could mean losing everything. Before the internet, there were no other options. The documentary shows how some managers betrayed that trust for money, while the industry looked the other way. Now, it gets even more disturbing, because the film includes testimony from one of Diddy's former bodyguards, someone who witnessed things firsthand.
There are emails with pictures of his. Here's one email. I don't want to just you, I want to turn you out. I can see you being with some motherfucker that you tell what to do. I make my woman do what I tell her to do, and she loves it. I just want and like to do things different. I'm gonna finish watching this and finish master. Think of you, happy face. If you change your mind and get ready to do what I say, hit me, happy face. God bless Diddy. God is the greatest.
When asked about the worst thing he saw, the former bodyguard laughed nervously, like he knew what he was about to reveal. He described Diddy switching from a suit to a towel in seconds, then walking hand in hand with two men he found unsettling. The bodyguard said he immediately knew it was time to leave. What stood out most was that others stayed, even when things turned inappropriate. He explained that many people witnessed this behavior but stayed silent out of fear. Speaking out meant being blacklisted and losing your career. The documentary makes it clear that this culture of silence protected the system. And what comes next is even darker, as it reveals disturbing messages that show just how deep this went. The documentary reveals disturbing emails filled with explicit images and messages about control and domination. Multiple people claim drugs were used to create dependency, making it harder for victims to leave. Once compromised, they were pressured to bring in others, creating a cycle of silence where no one could speak up without incriminating themselves. Cassie's story is central. She met Diddy at 18, while he controlled her career and life for over a decade. The film also highlights producer Lil Rod, who says he was drugged, unpaid, and manipulated while living and working with Diddy. Unseen footage filmed days before Diddy's arrest shows him focused on controlling the media narrative, not proving innocence. The documentary concludes that this was a long-running system built on power, fear, and silence, one the industry protected for years, until people finally began speaking out.